Hello, everybody, and welcome to a Lost Caverns of Ixalan draft here on the channel. My name is Nikolai, and I will be going pick by pick and play by play through this draft, talking through everything, so you know what to do when you draft this format yourself. Let's dive on in, shall we? Woohoo! Breaches. What a great first pick. Love this card. Absolutely fantastic. Good on its own. Great with other pirates. Just a really good card. If this wasn't in the pack, I would be highly tempted by this Master's Guide mural. This card feels like a rare at uncommon. Even though it's two colors, it just like wins you the game so much when you play it that I would be tempted to just slam that. There's also Mischievous Pup, which I like after that. So I think I would go Breaches, Guide Mural, Pup, and then the commons are all pretty bad. Maybe I would take the Envoy, or I probably wouldn't take the Nautilus, but this is a pretty easy Breaches here. But yeah, if you all do enjoy this type of video, let me know in the comments. I'll make more of them, as well as if you have any other ideas of videos you'd like to see. Yeah, I am streaming this live, so if you want to catch me playing live, you can find the Twitch stream linked in the description, twitch.tv/NicolaiBolas. But if I answer any questions or something, then that's where they're coming from. I'm going to turn this light off. It's blinding me. Breaches is a good first pick. Oof. And following up Breaches, there's not much. Breaches is at his best in blue-red pirates, but he's still good in any red deck that can cast him. Plundering Pirate is the sort of card I look for, because it's another pirate to go with Breaches. There's a Kinjali Dawnrunner, which is a nice card. Don't like Whale of the Forgotten. That card's not very good. Just so hard to get to 8 permanents in graveyard. Dawnrunner, Cloud Guard. Marionette's in a distant third, I think. Plundering Pirate would keep me on color, though. I'm going to take Dawnrunner. Terror Tide. This card is one that I fear. I fear the Terror Tide. I fear the terror. The terror. The terror is fearsome. This is a great pack. It's got Terror Tide, Tinker's Tote, Watley's Final Strike. This card you kind of have to build around, but when you do, it's pretty good. Let's see if we can build a cool deck around this card. Like a control deck. There's a Tinker's Tote. I've played billions of Tinker's Totes at this point. Let's try to get the Terror Tide in there. Ooh, now there's a Zoyowa. This card's good. And we have the Breaches and the Terror Tide. So we could build like some sort of red-black control deck. There's also Another Chance, which I love. I think we'll take Zoyowa. There's also a bunch of red cards and a couple black cards in this pack. And I do want to play red for Breaches. Even if I'm not optimizing it, it's still good. Okay. Here there is an Oltec Cloud Guard, which would bring me in a different direction again. Or I could just take Another Chance. The pull of duty was so strong that they barely paused to notice they died. Jeez. Well, basically between this card and this card. This card lets me stick with the Dawnrunner plan. This card lets me stick with the black-red plan. I'm just going to take the Another Chance. It goes with my Terror Tide as well. Fits perfectly into those sorts of decks. I could also technically build black-white control. You don't have to be red. I love It's Quint. So there's a Wanderglyph. Another Dawnrunner. Wanderglyph plays great with Zoyowa and helps me fill my graveyard. And it's good with Terratide because I can discard the Terratide if it's bad. Bartolome del Presidio. White-black is looking open. Seems Snail here for me and the Skull Taker, but I think I can get Skull Takers later, and Snail has always been great for me. Now I get a Brood Rage Mycoid. A few blue cards, a couple green ones. Captivating Core, but Mycoid it shall be. Mom or Inquisitor. I'm gonna take the... None of the above. No, I'm just gonna take... I don't like Hoffenome at all. Ooh, Marionette Wheel. That's a great sign. I was almost gonna take the Eclipse as another Shrinker, but this card's really good for fueling graveyard synergies. And now we get a Hidden Necropolis over a Fanatical Offering. Pretty easy pickup here. I think you can get one of these generally pretty often. You don't have to like prioritize them. Perfect. We get another chance. We're not playing green, so we'll send the last bit green card to someone. This card keeps getting me. I kind of want to take this over the Deep Goblin Skull Taker and the Torch. We technically don't have to be red. But I do want to try the Visage of Dread. There's a Hoverstone Pilgrim. Defossilize. Maybe I can set up the Eclipse to do some good stuff. I could also just take an Altasaur, which is just a great body. This card's going to wheel. I'll just take a big Altasaur. Oh, this card's so sweet. I really want to try this one. It's a nice little sack outlet, too, for the cards that care about that. I do like Snail, though. I also like this card in this sort of deck, maybe, where I have fewer creatures in play because I'm trying to use Terrortide. I'm just going to take the Souls of the Lost, give it a shot. And now we get a Stinging Cave Crawler. We're getting a real nice black Descend deck here with a very light splash into red. We could definitely switch colors in pack 3 even. I love Captain Storm. Can't really use it here, though. I think I'm going to take a Rumbling Rock Slide over another chance. I don't have any removal spells, and this is a good one. Necromage or Screaming Phantom? I think Necromage. Gives me some sack fodder. Card that I don't mind dying. This card's good in aggro. This card's just solid overall. We have a lot of playables here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red cards. And then just a really good black mid-rangey deck. We kind of got a plan. Just fill the graveyard with stuff. Okay, I think this card's better than the second Mycoid. by a pretty wide margin. Like Mycoid versus Inquisitor, like Mycoid's better, but Inquisitor is still just a reasonable 4-drop. This card could be good in this deck. Just like fill my graveyard, flash this back, copy whatever creatures I've got. So I could take Mephitic Draft. I have some sacrifice effects. I could also just go more towards a graveyard deck and just take this guy. Which would fit with this card. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to go into blue. I mean, yeah, I have no real reason to. Ooh, we get a free cave. Nice. Tomb Raider for Breaches is, yeah, it's not really a card I'm interested in. Breaches isn't going to have a lot of support this deck. My mana base is going to be skewed towards black, so I'm not going to have that many red sources. Probably. That's my assumption, at least. Also, like, Breaches is a good attacker on its own, but the Tomb Raider might not have that much support for its attacking ways. This card is a combo with Soul of the Lost, because Soul of the Lost will survive, and this one will kill everything else. Nice. We got this card back. And Grasping Shadows is actually really good in this deck, because we're going to want to have like one creature in play to go with our board wipes. I'm interested to see if we can just get this card to work. Just play it as like a glorified kill 2 of their guys card. We're giving you another chance, opponent. Wow, there's an Uchbenbach. And a Restless Reef. And then a whole lot of nothing for me. Well, Breaches is a pirate himself, so. And it's not like this is the best Breaches deck ever. I'm not claiming that. Between Snail and just taking the Reef. Sometimes you get some treasure makers and you can use the Reef. Alright, we'll just keep taking cards that I can use. I'll take a Deadweight over a Deep Cavern Bat. That's a close pick, though. I love the bat. I think it's more of a strategical thing, Flutter Dev, for the Deadweight over the bat. My deck really doesn't have I really want to fill my graveyard for stuff, and the like I'm not really pressuring my opponent that much, I don't think either. I'll take this Ruin card. Now I get a Skullcap Snail, number 3. Another Cave Crawler. I wish I could take this Echo of Dusk, but I think Cave Crawler is really good here. Especially with my Malicious Eclipse. Basically, when you have board wipes, you don't really want creatures that you have to keep in play, because then I can't play like my Malicious Eclipse. Whereas this card plays great with Malicious Eclipse. Wow, another cave crawler or Into the Dead. I think I'm just going to take cave crawler. What's my removal looking like? I got 1, 2, then a couple small ones. Beautiful. I get an Echo of Dusk. I could also take a Tithing Blade, but I'm going to take the Echo. Coverstone Pilgrim. Boochmanbach Wield. Sure. Gnawer. Trying to figure out which cards are like guaranteed to make the deck. I think I'm going to try the Malicious Eclipse. See if we can get that to work. That's great with the Singing Cave Crawlers. Synapse Necromage is pretty good. I really want to try this card. Take the Snails. Echo of Dusk for some life gain. Zoyo is just a good Death Toucher. Breaches is good. Rockslide gives some removal. This guy gives some reach. I'll put in this removal spell. 2 copies of Another Chance. I've never played more than 1, but I think 2 is pretty fine. I don't think this card's good enough. Then maybe we can get it to work. I kind of want to try it. I think it's bad, but I'm not going to play this with only 1 Treasure Maker. Seven Mountains seems fine. 6 mountains and an Necropolis, and a hidden Necropolis seems better. So I have 1 more slot in the deck. How many sack outlets do I have? This is 17 lands. I've got the 2 caves, so it'll be fine. And I have Another Chance, so I have ways to spend my mana in the late game. Gorestalker is good if I have the Broodmage Blackvoid. That's a good point. Wanderglyph is also solid, but I'm not going to be able to play it on turn 2 as much without as many mountains. Similar with this card. This card's probably fine. This card's probably worse than this card. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 drops. That's maybe a bit much. Cut 1 of those for this guy. And I think I'll run it like this. This is the last card that I kind of want to get in, but I'm not that much of an aggro deck anyway. Yeah, we'll try this. I'll see you folks in the games. Before I get to the games, I want to give a huge shout out to all of the patrons who support my content at patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. If you have been enjoying my videos, if they've been helping you find more success in your draft and have more fun playing Magic, and you would like to show your support, then you can do so via Patreon. It is essentially a way to tip my channel, but it also comes with some cool rewards like access to my card-by-card tier list for Lost Caverns of Ixalan and other cool things like that. I want to give a huge shout out to all of the patrons who support at the credits level. And if you're interested in learning more, you can of course find that at patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. Without further ado though, let's get to the games. Welcome to round 1. I'm going to keep this hand. We've got a 2-drop. We've got some red drops if we draw a mountain, and most of the cards I could draw are either, there's 7 red sources, and then there's, the other cards are mostly black cards. This could be a bad matchup for me. I know they get a counter from this one, but this card is so much better. Yes! What a rip. Okay. This should be okay. I'm trying to use this guy. They concede? What? Let's go! We gotta win! Gorestalker was gonna be terrible there. Gorestalker was gonna be so bad. People sometimes wonder, like, Nikolai, you know this card is terrible. Why are you playing it? It's like, well, you gotta try stuff sometimes. And maybe there'll be a game where I just have that card and I'm like, oh, this card looks really good in this situation. So then I'll know, and everyone who watches will know, oh, if I have a deck with these two cards in it, then Gorestalker can do some good stuff. Because, like, most of the time it's bad. Like, in that game, it's like, okay, it's going to be really hard to set this up. But, like, I'm trying to figure out where it might be good. Okay. Here we go. We have the card to sacrifice to this thing already. We have both our colors. So I don't want them to get too far ahead, so I'm going to play this on turn 2. Like, this can maybe take their 3-drop. Okay, that's good to know about. All those bounce spells. Definitely not going to play this guy. Normally I would play Breaches there, but they're going to just kill it. And now they maybe waste their mana a little bit. No attacks, because then they can get a treasure. I will let them bounce my guy, because then I get a Zoyowa trigger. Three damage is no joke. Nice. I just need an answer to this flyer, and I'm going to win this game so easily. One of the reasons I'm so happy to have Deadweight in my deck. Siren is doing work. I'm stunned they didn't just bounce this. Oh my gosh. Perfect combo with the bell. Terror Tide is going to be so good here. Oh my gosh, they're even bouncing my guy. That was so ridiculous. They even bounced my guy. They even bounced my creature. Oh my gosh, that was brutal. Please don't hit a flyer. Okay, sure. That's fine. That's totally fine. Just gonna play this guy because I can stop blockers this way. Oh my gosh, that was literally the best possible thing I could have ever had was Terror Tide. They just walked into it on so many levels. It was like, oh yeah, my Terror Tide, I like, oh, they'll get to bounce one of their own creatures, maybe save their Kite Sail Larcenist or something. But no, they like bounced my creatures so they could push damage, which makes total sense. And they turned my big creature into a treasure. I mean, my guy was going to survive the Terror Tide anyway by his very design, but... Oh, man. Actually, could I have hit them for more? But I wanted to draw the card. That's why I did it that way. Because I could have technically, like killed all the stuff and then hit them with my giant Souls guy. Which maybe would have threatened lethal a turn earlier. So maybe that was better. Oh my gosh. I'm feeling amazing. Heck yes, let's go, Terror Tide! You can do it! Be the hero we know you can be! Also, Visit of Dread was great. I'm loving this card. Yeah. Let's go, deck! Woo! The Tide is so good with the Bell of Lost Souls guy, or whatever his name is. Whatever the Souls. Nice, we hit the land. Your souls are mine! I can kill the flyer. Oh, they had a splash! No! Punished. Terror Tide is not going to do much right now. Just trading my creatures, crafting this guy is going to be pretty good. Terror has break glass in case of emergency? Yeah. I want to keep at least one of these tokens so I can use it to craft. Because I don't really want to craft from my graveyard, because that actually hurts my ability to get this thing going. Oh, they figured it out. Good job, opponent. Well done, well done. Well done. But this thing's going to mill me enough. It won't matter, I don't think. Definitely milling. No, don't kill my guy. Okay, good. Oh, I can just snipe their last card. Let's go. Ooh, got their boulder. So Gore Stalker looking bad here again. Oh my gosh, devastation. Let's take their last card. I could have played the Stinging Cave Crawler. Yeah, I think I got greedy with the Gore Stalker. Wanted like them play a creature, I make them sack them both. That was bad. I should have just played the Cave Crawler. Way better. They almost definitely had a land there. That card's really good against me right here. Super annoying. Well, Terratide's a dead card right now. If you just got here, Merit Liege, you missed the Terror Tide like single-handedly winning me the game. absolutely devastating my opponent, and no other card would have come close to winning me that game. Hmm. I have so much Death Touch. Okay. Oh my gosh. Chimil hitting Waterlogged Hulk. I can only talk to my own experience, Wing Spear. This game is over. We did it. Nice win. They've hit 2 1-drops. That's so sad. I can Terror Tide now just to make it feel like a game. I would lose. I only have 10 cards left in my deck. I would lose badly, I think. They have a Chimil in play. If I killed all of my own creatures and none of theirs. One thing that I like to do is like try stuff because you never know when you're going to be like, oh, I tried this thing one time and now I know how good it is. What was my pack one pick one? Pack one pick one was... Oh, it was Breaches. But then I got a bunch of black cards. Oh, this card's going to be so good. Miner's Guidewing, I always feel a little bit afraid, but I also never see anybody draw Miner's Guidewing except on turn 1. This is going to gain me some life against their aggro start. And I say aggro start by like them playing a 1-drop on turn 1 with no follow-up whatsoever. That's a good draw for later. I could have attacked there, but this holds them back here, kind of. See what they're working with here. Ah! I have to take the wrestler, I think. Oh, yes. No. Oh, no. That is bad for me. I'm definitely going to lose this game. Oh my gosh, it's not going well. So I get to trade there. And I'll chump this guy. Oh, this is really good for me. Please attack with that guy. So what here I can do is I can flip this thing. Oh my gosh, what the heck? That was perfect. And now I have all my guys out of Malicious Eclipse range, and 3 of their guys are in range. This thing's going to get sacked to kill this guy, probably. This card's so good for stabilizing. I mean, this guy already had lifelink, which makes it a little bit worse than it would have been, but... Oh, baby, I love to see that. Love them playing that. What are they exploring onto? Please hit a land. Yes! Please attack with everything. Oh, yeah! Total Eclipse of the Sun, baby. Take that, Guidewing. Oh gosh, I managed to snag one of those. Ooh. I wish this thing was still the Grasping Shadows app, almost. I'm just going to keep the life gain guy. Yes! What a win! Woo! I thought I was dead for sure. I thought I was dead for sure. Luckily, there was a total eclipse of the heart. What a win for the board wipe deck. Yeah, the No Explore was hype. Whew. This deck is going great. Also, I like that it exiles not every creature, just your opponent's creatures. That's such a nice little line of text to have. Ducks like rain. That's a fun username. We have Visage of Dread plus Soul of the Lost. Nice. I approve of their land choice. Ah! Carnosaur is going to have to be taken here. What? Oh, they didn't even hit the land. That's crazy. Okay. Oh, they don't have double red, I guess? I was thinking they were going to cycle it to kill my guy. I'm taking that Carnosaur if they bring it back. Frog, okay. Yay! What a roll. I want to know what's up. I hope they don't draw a land. Okay. Okay. This is bad. I need a land. Come on, Gore Stalker. You can do it. Land? Yes! This thing can become a 9/9. I'm terrified. Yeah, I knew that card was good. We're still in this, though. Never fear. So we're definitely getting back. Okay. Soul of the Lost. And Marionette. Yeah, do they have any? Yeah. I just went through Terror Tide here. It's so good with Soul of the Lost. They shuffle their library, sure. Then I get to flip this guy. It might shrink my guy a little bit, but I'm also going to be milling two creatures, two cards, so it might not actually shrink it at all. I think I should have attacked first still, though, because it's all downside. Okay, not punished at all. Wow, they cycle it because they don't have the colors they need. Why didn't they do that on their turn to get a 1/1? Okay, maybe they can gain 3 life. I still have a lethal attacker. I'll trade these guys off if they give the offer. Woo! Oh my gosh! Let's go! What a performance once more by the board wipe. Also, the Souls of the Lost! Let's go! That was awesome. Oh my gosh, this deck is so cool. I literally like identified it pre-deck building that Souls of the Lost plus Fathomless plus the Terror Tide works perfectly because the Souls of the Lost always has X+1, so it always lives. But I just killed a 9/9 and a 5/4 from my opponents. Also, that Caves card as like a 5-mana 9/9 is pretty dang good with haste. I definitely passed it one time, and I probably shouldn't have. I mean, it's even a 6/6, even if you don't have any. I don't think I had any caves when I passed it, though, to be fair. But still, that card is great. Easy keep. My deck is heavy black, so I can either draw swamps, or black spells, or even them out. Here we go. Echo, echo, echo. This deck is so fun to play. 2 and other chances is the perfect number. I feel like I'm getting better at constructing my decks, like having like a large pool of playable cards and having some experience. Also, they chose the same cool lands. M21, good choice. I respect it. Maybe I should choose my M21 lands. I don't think I bought all these styles, though, at the time, because I didn't really care. I like my lands. Ooh, that's a good start. A good start to a draft. Oh, so good. They're ramping. Okay. Mill 2 permanents. Great, okay. Can't cast him anyway. And I have Stinging Cave Crawler to get me some card advantage. Also, the Gorestalker saved me that game. I drew the swamp just to get that Gorestalker down. Sure, Waterwing Scout. Mm-hmm. I actually shrank my guy. That's ironic. I keep forgetting how this works. Because I'm bringing stuff out of my graveyard. So I totally should have done that post-combat again. Gosh, I could have kept Gorestalker too. I don't like the Gorestalker when they know about it though, because they're just gonna make their attacks accordingly. Like that, my Gorestalker would just make them sack a couple things there. I'm probably going to lose this game unless I find like a Terror Tide, which is definitely a viable out. Sure. Zoyoa. I think I have to exile the top card of my library, look for something. That's a pretty good draw. Yeah, this one didn't go well. I messed up. I got greedy with the Souls of the Lost and then got immediately punished. Because I basically was like, okay, I can't cast this Breaches and I can get him back with another chance. But then I drew the mountain right away. I was considering sacrificing Swamp, which would have been better. At the time, I was like, okay, I've got this Stinging Cave Crawler to get me some card advantage, and then or I can buy it back if they do get it, but then they turned it into a Piranha, which was the worst outcome possible for me. They had a really good start, though, that game. They went 2-drop into Skittering Guy, and I didn't have red mana. But yeah, if I had just sacked a Swamp, then I would have been able to draw a Mountain. Because I was like, I don't want to sacrifice lands. I've got this another thing going. I also could have just not played the Soul of the Lost. But yeah, they had all flyers too, which was annoying. Yeah, the Gorestalker was an option. I just didn't know what I was supposed to take there. I didn't want to take the Gorestalker because they were just going to play a couple of more 1/2s and I was going to end up behind or something, but I considered it strongly. Like, I was like, okay, I could take the Gorestalker here. But when they know about it, it's like way easier for them to play around it. I'm not going to be able to manipulate it to be truly great for me. Let's just do this on turn 2 so we know what we're working against. Okay, they don't have any blue mana yet. Sure, I'll just take that. Land? No land. So they're going to get to scry their way out of this to some degree. While I dig. While I dig for land. Never mind. They don't even need to scry. They're out. They made it out. They made it out alive. They can bounce this if they want. 2-lander on the play is definitely a keep in my book. It's just not going to work out, and I'm going to lose horrifically this time. You usually get there enough percent of the time that it's worth keeping, especially when you have 2/2 drops to play for the turn where you do miss. What? That's funny. This is just, like, really unlucky at this point. Like, you're going to usually have something to do, like draw a land in your first 6 draw steps. 4, 5, 6, 7. This is awful. Two landers on the play usually work out, but even if they don't work out, they don't usually lose you the game single-handedly. Like, not drawing a land in the first, I don't know, 6 draw steps of the game is just pretty horrific. What the heck was that? Those games suck. I hate those games. Where you just have like a totally reasonable deck and like a hand that would totally easily beat your opponent's hand. And you just, like, I feel like that was unlosable even if I just hit a 3rd land. Like, I didn't even need a 4th land. Because their 2/2 wouldn't have been able to attack me. They would just have to start bouncing my 1/3 over and over. But never lucky. Pure hatred. Souls is more of a mid-game card. We'll still keep this. Ooh, Grasping Shadows. The reason I'm not going to block this turn, but I would block in a future turn, is because they have the ability to sacrifice it to give it indestructible this turn. But they might not have something else to do with their 1 mana. Whereas next turn, if they attack, I'm going to block so that I mess up their 3rd turn. So, like, now I block. They have to sack their landmark to keep their guy around. And now they don't necessarily get to play a 3-drop. And I'm getting my graveyard more full. Okay, so I lose my Soul of the Lost. But I'm going to get it back, and I get to start drawing extra cards. So, not really a lose-lose here. It's kind of a win for me. I should have drawn first, because I could have drawn my tap land. Next time I'm going to play another chance, get back my Souls of the Lost. That was not what they wanted to do. I really want to ditch this. Next time I'm going to definitely play these 2 guys. Or this guy plus this guy. I kind of like Grasping Shadows in case these guys die. They already have plenty of cards. They only have 3 lands in play. And I want 6 mana so I can play this card plus something this turn. Sure. Maybe a greedy attack. I'm planning on just blocking it for the rest of the game. Buying back my lifelinker again. And then next turn I'll just start holding back my 1/3 Death Touchers. Again, they're choked on mana, so we can just make them sacrifice their thing. Sure. I feel like I'm in good shape now. Grasping Shadows has been really good. Oh, they had a malicious they had a malicious eclipse too. That's funny. I'll sack my 1/1. No big deal. Thanks, opponent. You have grown my Soul of the Lost. Nice. Woo! We're 1 game away. This could be a trophy. We lost that really close game, and we lost the game where we never hit our 3rd land, so... Here we go. I love playing with Souls of the Lost. It's so fun. I kind of... Is there a standard deck that plays that card? I want to try it, if there is. The Lord of the Nachos. I see, I see. Oh, okay. Breach is on the play. Perfect. 2-drop. 2-drop. Nope, but that's okay. We have breaches on the play. Rated net A. That card's reasonable. Definitely a solid addition. Waterwind Scout, dang. That's a good one. Some map tokens are going to be had by all. This game could go badly for me. I'm not liking my odds. This braided net is going to draw them a lot of cards. Funnily enough, the Abomination card would be pretty good here. I'd sacrifice my 2 bad cards. Gosh, why do I always face the flyer decks? It's so irritating. Lost all of its abilities. I messed this up. Still gonna be good enough though. So they have 4 power per turn. Plus these explorers, which are probably going to make me dead in 2 turns. And I don't have enough stuff in my graveyard. Yeah, I'm dead in 2 turns. That's game. Flyers are such an issue for almost all of the decks I play. But still, 6 and 3. Not bad. Not bad at all. And we could have done better if we'd just gotten a little bit luckier. They had a pretty good start against us. And we didn't draw our discard spell to take their flyer. That last game was a little bit just like they had like if they had that stuff on the ground we would have won easily, but it's just all flying, so it makes it really hard on us. But such is life. We had a great deck. We had a great showing. Gorestalker saved us 1 game. Terror Tide was great that a couple of games. Grasping Shadows was pretty good. The Stinging Cave Crawlers were great for value. This card was pretty reasonable. And Souls of the Lost was a lot of fun. Really cool to figure out that puzzle. Anyway, if you did make it all the way till the end of the video, in the comment section down below, leave hashtag Soul Tide, because Souls of the Lost plus Terror Tide was the coolest thing we did. So hashtag Soul Tide to let me know you made it all the way till the end of the video. And yeah, hit the like button, subscribe for more, comment with your questions, thoughts, and feedback, and I will talk to you next time.